Hello guys, I'm back and I'm just gonna do a quick unboxing video. This came in earlier today, quite unexpected. I ordered it like a couple of days ago and received it today. I am not an Amazon Prime member, but I guess because there's Amazon like storage, I don't know what the correct term is, I forgot, but there's an Amazon warehouse here. I guess it made the shipping really quick, yeah, this is a best grow light, because I am finally gonna get this grow tent fully set up. I'm going to do this I'm going to include this unboxing video in the full setup video, basically just a rundown of what I'm doing with this grow tent. As you can see, there's already the chicken wire or the garden fence wire already, but I'll talk about it later on. Anyway, that grow tent is actually for my Nepenthes plants. So the Nepenthes Gaia, the Nepenthes Queen Malani, there's the Nepenthes Miranda over here. As you can see, this guy has grown, and I'm running out of room in this grow tent, and also this Bicalcarata. They're doing really well in this tent, and what I'm gonna do is try to get the same conditions in that grow tent. Starting of course with this light. I was contemplating of getting another Mars Hydro light, the same light in the first tent, but that is too strong, especially this tent is kind of short. I was looking online. I joined a carnivorous plant group in Facebook. It's a Texas carnivorous plant group, and a lot of them were using the YesCom grow light, which is great. They're kind of cheap also, like $30. Anyway, so I was looking around, and what's really nice about Amazon is they also show alternatives, and I saw this one. It's a Besva, and it's $69 with a $5 off, so yeah, make it 70, so it's $65. But what's really nice about this is it's got a Meanwell, like Meanwell controllers. I forgot, yeah, a Meanwell controller or something, but it's kind of like a popular part of grow lights if that component is included, and I've read a lot about it. It's kind of it's reliable, and yeah, so basically that's it. And then the diodes are Samsung, so with the description it sounds like a well-made grow light, and I saw a review in YouTube and it looks really nice, and it's only $69. And the other good thing about this is it's dimmable, so that's the other thing. Since this is a short tent, if my light is too strong, I want to be able to dim it, so that's the other bonus. So I pardon my son, he just woke up, so I'll get to him, or my wife will. So yeah, we'll start getting this unboxed. This one will include the actual I saw the unboxing, the cords and all that stuff, but this is really well packed. Now let me see, I don't have my tripod here, so I'll pause this a bit and I'll get this out of the box. Alright guys, so it's really well packed, and let me pull it down here a little bit slowly. I don't want to break it. But this is well made. It's kind of heavy, but for the price, it looks really well built. This is the heatsink, and I think, yeah, the dimmer is here. Let me pull this up here, and these are the lights. And from what I know, it's water resistant. So it looks really nice for $69. So I think with the technology nowadays, you know, the technology improves really fast, and $150 light 2 years ago could be $70 now. I think it's more of the branding nowadays that are more expensive, but what I can see in Amazon, the competition is really fierce. So like every 6 months when I just try to look at the lights, there's something new and cheaper, but the build looks the same or even better. So this is a nice looking light, and yeah, there's a dimmer here. It says 25%, it's upside down, 25%, 75, and of course 100. So yeah, I will test this, and then when I've set up the whole tent, but I won't be able to do it today. However, I'm gonna include this on the complete video. So yeah, so just stay tuned. This will be just a few seconds because I'm gonna be editing the video. But anyway, I just want to show a quick unboxing of this light, and I'm excited to try it out. So yeah, yeah, please stay and see how it does. Hello guys, so the first part of this video was the unboxing of the Vespa light, which was yesterday. So, oh no, 2 days ago. And what I did yesterday was I set up this grow tent, and my intention was keep it like that for a week without any plants. And so pardon my kid. Okay, anyway, so the goal is for a week I will run this tent, and I'll be checking the parameters, the humidity, the temperature, and all those stuff. However, I realized that it won't be accurate because plants also are able to provide the needed humidity. So I decided to just add the plants right now, and along the way check the actual conditions. So at the end of this video, or this part of it, because I'm doing this on the fly, like I didn't really plan it because I don't have much time. Anyway, so I added the plants, and yeah, I'll be talking about the components later. The Vespa, so far I can say, is really great. The fact that I can dim it is huge. Right now I think it's in like 50% and it's still bright, which is good because I put this Ampullaria Bicalcarata hybrid on the top part, and as you can see, there's some red spots on the leaves on this one, because in the Mars Hydro it was located in this spot, and I guess it got sunburned, too much light. So I'm hoping, although this is still on the top part of the tent, it won't be as bright enough to damage the leaves. But even though there are some damage on the leaves, they're providing really nice pictures. Well, it started to adapt, and this is the first big picture. It's not fully mature yet, and then let's see if we can see it through here. Sorry, there's another one on its way. So there we go. So as you can see, also on this tent, it has a clear plastic. It is just a shower curtain. I want to see my plants. I'm not real. I don't want them like I want to see them on the fly. I watch them all the time. So far with this setup, it's working. Anyway, the last plant I need, and the main reason I bought another grow tent, is because of this Nepenthes guy, which has grown considerably, and it has a basil. And so I need to repot this, so I will prepare the stuff that I need. I'll show you guys. I'm no expert. This is the first time I'm gonna be repotting a really big plant. So yeah, so I'll get the stuff ready, and I'll show you guys how I do it, and eventually do updates and see how they do. So I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so I already did my Sphagnum Perlite mix. I just did a random mix here. I don't know the percentage, but this is plenty enough. My kids are playing with this, which is the lava rock. I'll be adding lava rocks. They're porous, they're neutral in terms of pH, they don't produce any minerals and all that. And the main reason is they're gonna act as fillers. Like they're gonna be huge perlites for me, simply because sphagnum, long fiber sphagnum moss is expensive, and it's yeah, it's expensive, and I guess there's some shortage, and I'm glad I was able to get this one. It's from Amazon. It's not the one that's from New Zealand, but it will do good enough. The others that I bought before even has twigs, grass. This one is pretty good. And this is the pot where I'll be transferring the Nepenthes Gaia, which is right over here. So yeah, let me get this one prepared, and we'll go through the process together, and maybe you can put any tips in the comments, because this again is my first time to repot a really big pitcher plant. Alright, so a moment. Alright guys, so this is the Nepenthes Gaia. I'm just gonna show you guys how it looks before we work on getting it off this pot. Very prolific plant. I would say one of the easiest, and it's when I went to petflytrap.com, it says it's for beginners, so it's a good idea that I took this, because it gave me confidence in growing these plants, and it's very forgiving in the conditions you give it. So it says here, well, I wrote down, according to the internet, it's a cross between Cassiana and a hybrid between the Ventricosa and well, my handwriting's really bad, Miranda or something like, or Maxima, sorry, yeah, that's a Maxima. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get this on, we'll remove it from the pot, and let's see what we have here. And again, I have a perlite, long fiber sphagnum mix, and some lava rock here, and we'll work on this one. Alright guys, so I'm gonna repot this Gaia. Now I'm in our second floor in what I call my hobby room. I'm not gonna do this outside because it's very windy, and I'm afraid you know, the wind, the temperature will shock the plant, and at the same time I'm watching my kids. I'll let my kids play around behind me and do their stuff while I do this. So I didn't really plan to do the repot, but since I decided to move the Nepenthes in the new tent, I decided to start on this one. And alright, so I don't really know how to start on this one. Let me grab some stuff here. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, so some hobbyists, they would like to remove the basil and grow it as a separate plant. In my case, I won't. I want to see, because from what I understand, this type of hybrid also is a vining hybrid. So let's see if I can just get it to like grow tall and vine up. And that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, pardon my kids in the background. All right. Oh, okay, so some of the fluids are... Okay, yeah. Alright, so that one also. Alright. So I don't think the what do you call this? The substrate or the sphagnum moss has rotted. I won't reuse it though. I might use it on other plants. Yeah, look at those roots. The first time that I really saw, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the roots are black, and it looks like they've rooted really well. But I broke some already. Let's see. All right, so that's pretty easy enough. Let's put this here. And yeah, I'll reuse the old. So this is the only pot I can find. It's a hanging pot that I guess useful for one of my pothos. So this is what I'll use. It's pretty big, that's why I plan to be using some of this lava rock as a filler. Because this guy, sphagnum moss, is just way too expensive nowadays, and it's not practical anymore for this hobby. But yeah, let's do that. And let's see if I have enough that I've prepared here. You know what? I'll reuse some of the sphagnum moss from. They don't look rotted, so that's good. All right. Okay. And I'm surprised that my 5-month-old son is still sleeping. Usually he'll be awake by now. Okay, this is pretty good enough. I'll take out some of the old stuff here. And I'll be using the new ones. Let's just give it a good mix. So, okay. All right. Now, I'm a big fan of lava rock. I've used it on vivariums. I've used it in a lot of projects. Even use it as a media filter. Oh, sorry. Yeah, media for my fish tank filters. So they're pretty versatile, and I forgot the right term, but they're also pH neutral. They don't have any minerals in them, so that won't leach into the plant and damage them. Alright. Okay, so this is not the best, I think, in terms of repotting videos. There's a lot of resource online, but I just also want to share how I do it in my end, and of course I'm gonna do an update if I mess up. You'll guys see, but I'm pretty confident. This is again a very easy plant. When I got it, I guess it was in a smaller pot. Definitely it's in a smaller pot. I repotted. I had no issues at all. What was that one? Move the wood ball here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna reuse the moss. The other thing that I'm kind of confident about lava rock, and which is again used for orchids, I've used it in my orchids, so far so good, is that they don't rot. So I figured, especially with the orchids, is once like the moss or the orchid bark has rotted off, when I water them, and I water them once a week, really like drench them, like really flush them, all those organic materials or organic stuff will be flushed out, and eventually only the lava rock will be left, but it will be like the roots would have established at that point. Of course, those are for orchids. They can live on lava rock only, but I don't think that will work for Nepenthes, which would require continuous like moisture. Alright. Okay, so far so good. I'm just gonna pack it really tight here. Yeah, okay. And one thing I've noticed also, and this applies for all plants that I've repotted, is then I leave the root ball intact, whether it's vegetables or other plants. Like in this case, I had some succulents repot. I left the root ball intact with some soil, and so far they have less transplant shock or repot shock. I don't know what the right term is. I think it's transplant shock. This is a pretty big pot. And the goal here is hopefully in the future, this guy, like this area here, it's like starting to vine, and I've seen Nepenthes that vine, so I might need a bigger tent in the future, or I definitely will need a bigger tent, because I will do I will go through my setup on the new grow tent, and at the time that is the only tent I can afford, and it is on sale. It's on I'm pretty much on a budget, but now I can see that it's small because the other Nepenthes are also starting to really grow, and yeah, I might need a bigger tent in the future, but I'm not really that concerned right now. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm just gonna water this. I'm gonna use all the perlite in here. Perlite is not that expensive, so I'm not that concerned. It's just the sphagnum moss. And again, I reuse the sphagnum moss. Put in the comments if it's a good thing. But again, it's so expensive. I have a lot of plants. I have orchids. I have other Nepenthes. I've shown you videos of my smaller Nepenthes, and those guys will need to be repotted maybe by next year if things go really well. But basically, I was also thinking that the sphagnum moss has rotted off because I'm having these brown areas here, but I think it's too much light. All right. More lava rock here too. Let it stand there. All right. So here is my new grow tent for just the Nepenthes. Of course, I'll be adding some more plants in here, but primarily it's for the Nepenthes, which has really outgrown my other grow tent. And here's what we've just repotted. I'm glad I found the hanger for this pot, and yeah, I'm just gonna let it hang like that. This is the Ampullaria bicalcarata, the Miranda, and then the Queen Malani. Let's go here in the front. I know I modified this. It's not the clearest out here, but it works for me because I'm able to see and observe the plants anytime. So this is a Vivosun 36 by 24 by 53. It's a multi-chamber grow tent. So it's supposed to have a another reflector like wall here, which I didn't put in, and then there should be a screen there. So basically how it should supposed to work is you're gonna put like seedlings here, and then there's a light, and underneath like your other plants and the mature plants on the main chamber. I didn't do that, obviously, but what I like is those bars here. So those two bars are supposed to be on the top, but this is what I like because I know this will make it more versatile. I can use it as a hanger, put stuff there, which I did right now. Yeah, 36 by 24 by 53. What I like about this grow tent is it's got a lot of vents. I got 3 vents here. It's got 2 over there, and I think there's 2 down here. So lots of ways on how to let air flow go through, and even there's one here. And then of course I used a shower curtain, a clear shower curtain from Walmart, and then I had some magnets glued here. So these magnets are found at the bottom part. I glued it here on top, and basically how it does is I have some hooks here, and I just hook it like that and then close this. Very simple. And then this one is an humidifier that we're not using anymore. We should use it in our room, and so there's no need for me to buy another one. And that is connected to my favorite humidity controller, which is the Inkbird. This is my second one. That is the one on the other tent, and so far it's doing really well. It will take a while for the plants, for the humidity to get, not really get balanced, but once the plants have settled in, at least now, there will, when I close this, all the zippers on this tent, the humidity will be more controlled. Temperature wise, earlier it was like 70. It's now 74 in there, but it was like 71, 72 earlier. For airflow, I have the Infinity USB fans. Same thing I'm using in this. In here I have 4 in there, 2 pairs. And in here I've got only 2 because it's a shorter tent, and they go through here. Let me just show you guys. Oh yeah, they're perfect. So this one pulls air out, and the other one there pulls air in. So basically I'll be able to have good airflow, get old air out and new air in, and that should be able to help with the air circulation. And of course, from what I've read before, is it will allow CO2 to get into the tent, and of course fresh air, prevent molds and fungi. It's on a medium setting, and these fans are connected in a timer, which is this one. It's open 24 hours except for a couple of hours here, just to let it rest, not, you know, give it time to give it some break and allow, you know, a little bit of humidity to stay in there. So it's not a big deal. I've done that on the other tent and it works really well. This other timer is connected to the Besva BP 1000 grow light. It's actually, but it's 100 watts from what I know, and I'll show you guys. So in this part here, I just have this clamps to hold this in place. Not the prettiest, but it works. So we'll take this off and I'll show you the Tesla control here. So there you go. All right, so right now it's at, so that's 25%. Of course, in the center that would be 50, so it's like around 40, 30 to 40%, and it's really bright, as you can see. So let me crank it up all the way, and look at how bright it is. And that's the thing, if you don't have a dimmer, it won't be too good for the plants, and of course it will produce too much heat, which will affect humidity, temperature in the tent. And then being a shorter tank, that's a big problem. Unlike here, the Mars Hydro, that's the main issue with the Mars Hydro. It's a great grow light, but it gets really warm, and as you can see, the wandering Jew vines here, they're all sunburnt or light burn or whatever, but they're really pink. They're beautiful, but it's showing those colors because there's just too much light. So I have 2 fans in here, 2 pairs, so 4 all in all. So one that brings fresh air in, one that is on top of this one, which brings the warm air out, and then those 2 just to circulate the air. But in this case, since I have a dimmer, it's really perfect. Now for the price, $70 and around $65 after the $5 discount, it's perfect. The build quality, I mean, again, there's the Yescom ones, which are really nice. I mean, a lot of Nepenthes or carnivorous plants growers in the groups that I've joined are using this. However, it's like $30, but that's it. You know, there's no other way to modify it. And then I saw this, and it's perfect, and it's very bright. So even if, well, let's just put it around 40. I think that's fine. So, and yeah, that's how I put it there. And of course the wire, the garden wire, the chicken fence wire, whatever you call them, I have still a roll of it from the previous setup with the other tent. So I did that, so it makes it more versatile. I can, as you can see here, I've already hooked this the plants here. What else? So yeah, so far so good. The initial plan was to just put these plants on a stand and down here, but they're too crowded, and they look better this way. Oh, my son's waking up. I'll need to wrap it up, but I'm basically done. So in this case, one thing I've noticed is with Nepenthes, with their leaves, they're pretty adaptable. So they will go through these areas where they can't grow like their full potential. So what they'll do is they'll fold up, and I will let them do that until I need to repot them. So yeah, so far I'm very excited, very happy about this purchase, about this setup. Of course, I'll be watching it, make sure that the conditions are met for better growth. Yeah, so really excited, and to get these plants to their full potential, and of course I have more room there, so I'll be moving some of the plants. So yeah, thank you guys for staying. I know it's a mess in terms of the kids and how I set things up, but again, this is a way for me to just show you guys how I do it. It might help other people, just like how a lot of YouTubers and hobbyists has helped me with what they do. So thank you, and have a good day.